Hi, what's and welcome back to Football Manager, where we have a new era in October. Following our win against Charlton Athletic 3-2 in a cracking game that we absolutely dominated, we have successfully been taken over. And it looks like they don't want to fire me immediately, which is always good news. They haven't cancelled any of our improvements. They have invested some money into the club. Looks to be 2.5 million, which they've used to clear the debts of about 700 grand and invested net 1.9 in the club. So we've got 5.5 million quid to play with. We don't have any real transfer budget and no wage budget left, but they want to actually have a conversation. So attend meeting. We'd like to gauge your opinion on whether it would be useful to have the transfer budget increased in order to strengthen the squad. Would that be something of interest? So that's an interesting one, because we could generate money by selling players. So I think I'm going to ask for that. Coaching staff. Oh. So I don't get an option to spend it on the stadium, right? We believe it's important to stay on good terms with you, so hopefully we can continue. Absolutely, mate. I want to stay on good terms with you as well. Wow, there'll be 3.5 million to spend. Awesome. Now I do want to go and talk to them about this. Increase all revenue. Ooh. Yay! Once again, the threat of being left behind our rivals, by the way, who are all in like non-league divisions. Like, it's ridiculous, but that threat has actually gone on to improve. Personal, can we ask for a new contract? Commitment, we've rejected that request. That's fine. I've got 3 years left, 2.5 years left on it anyway. Planned stadium expansion will go to just under 7,500, so it'll still be considerably smaller than everyone else. It'll cost 2.2 million, and it'll be done by October next year as well. So what we've then got done is ongoing, basically all of these three, so the training facilities, the youth facilities and the stadium will all be done roughly this time next year, where hopefully we'll still be in this division. Now, having this amount of money to spend is fantastic. What it does allow us to do is go and offer much more money on wages. At the moment, the wage limit is high, so we're not allowed to actually spend that much money on wages. But if we did sort of move this down and say, well, we don't really want to spend any more than a couple of million, and then we'd have, you know, a bit extra to spend, we can go to about 11 grand a week, probably go higher if we needed to. So if we look at our shortlists, I've got a load of youth prospects there, but if we looked at, let's say, our default list here, Ratchet is signed already for these guys, so we're going to remove him. Bilal Hassani went through. Annoying. And Sergio Sulis has gone through as well. So let's just remove both of those. There we go. Right. So 1st of July list. Jacopo de Riva. Jacopo. So he's not bad, I don't think. Alternatives, we've got this guy. Don't think we need him. General shortlist. Oh, there's loads in here. Zanella. Scout him. Targeted for the first 11. Coney de Winter. Getting a game. And Valiant. And then we've got Marcus Sheldon, who's wanted by a few. Transfer, make an offer. $500,000. $1 million. $2 million. Let's see what they do with that. We've made a bid. The squad. What about those at the moment? What about Zach Brown? So he's good, he's only 22. We do have youngsters in place. Top priorities, there's no one in there. And youth prospects. Florent Joly. Scout him. This guy looks like a future prospect. Let's do that now. Squad wise, there we go. So squad takeover is done. Croftbox, can you perhaps shed some light on your current relationship with the chairman? Very happy with this club. There we go. We'll build a good relationship with them, I'm sure. Just going to drop Kapani. Bristol are the favourites. Sheldon, bid has been rejected. So they are willing to negotiate. They want a lot for him. Not willing to pay. Or not able to pay. Okay. Let's move on. dismissed the inquiry about Dale Charlton. They're in the league below, right? Make an offer. Okay, $250,000. Why can't we do a loan back? That's harsh. Transfer date at the end of the season. Right, they want a lot for him. We're not paying that. Oh, Jan can do his team talk, and I think we're just going to have to focus on football for a little bit. Nice to know that in a year's time we're going to have a bigger stadium and better facilities. We don't seem to have actually set any any aspirations for the season yet, though. Competitions. Fight bravely, be competitive. Yeah, so we knew all of that. But what about here? Just continue remaining. Okay. So that's good news. They just want us to stay in the league. Awesomeness. Suggestions. Olyinka. There we go. It's really exciting to be under new ownership. So we are going to take Broja out for Wright-Phillips. Down the left we're going to start Joe Ridley. It's the inside forward. Kapani is going to make way for C. There we go. They're going to miss out for Volpe. Sanderson back in for McGlaw. And we'll bring Bove in for Hume. Okay. That's ready to go. Let's put number 4 Volpe, the number 18 shirt. Let's go. Our first game under new ownership. Nice to get off to a decent start, but here come Bristol City. Tome. Side to Harbour, to Cooper. To Masango. Oh, he's bouncing. Oh, and that's 1-0. But he was offside. He looked offside, so I'm happy with that. Good player. Don't know how he's worth 10 million and ours are worth 100 million though. Brighton lead at Sunderland. Sunderland really struggling, probably in the bottom 4 or 5 now, you would think. Ogungbo to Sanders to C. Uses the ball. Traore. Stoke go 2-0 up against Barnsley. Tomei. Sanders gets beaten. As does Ogungbo. He crosses and Semenyo heads straight at Scott. Corner. Sanders to take. It's a pretty full ground. Wright-Phillips heads to goalward and Bentley saves and it hits Wright-Phillips and goes out for a goal kick. Not sure what we're seeing the replay of here. Never mind. I'm going to be a bit more balanced. Corner, Sanders to take. Goes deep, Regelis clears. Ogungbo tries to cross and Bristol deal. Ogungbo launches one forward. Moore brings the header and here come Bristol with Harper on halfway. Back to Taylor. Over halfway with Masengo to Harper. Finds Tomei down the right. Ogungbo can't block it. Dacosta clears on as far as Tomei, who puts it as far wide as he was from the goal to start with, you would think. Scott takes the goal kick and finds Ridley down the left. Tries to feed it into C, but Harper does a very good job of clearing that mess up. Walcott balances that out by delivering the ball back to Scott, who goes long. Ridley beats his man, cuts inside, fires one right-footed. Bentley manages to get someone behind it and it goes out for a corner. Cracking effort. Sanders to cross. So you can't win the header. 10 minutes to go. Corner to Bristol City. 3 minutes to half time. Away by Ogungbo. Tomei. Strikes one and Scott saves. RB lead against Brentford. Ogungbo getting a talking to. Dangerous free kick now on the right, which Semenyo will take. Crosses. Scott punches on as far as Harper, who lashes one over the bar. He looks like a good player. Does look good. Only got to look at him briefly there, but yeah, he looks quite handy. Look, yet another sellout for us. Rossiter fouls Cooper. We might look to go 2 up front. Semenyo crosses. Oh, Tomei done well to get the header away, but a long way over the top. I think we're going to have to look to go 2 up front. Here come Bristol City again. Semenyo crosses. Moore scores. Should have been more decisive earlier on. Positive. There we go. Right, so C can go up front. Broja's going to come on for Ridley. We've got both Rossiter Sanders, we've got Dacosta down there. We're going to keep Wright-Phillips on instead. We'll bring Sanderson on. And we'll bring Callum Hume on for Rossiter. what we're going to go with. So 1-0 down. They are a good side. We don't want to get back. We don't want to get off to a bad start with a new ownership. Here's Wright-Phillips. Crosses both. Just wide of the goal. Free header, we should be doing better. Goal kick, Tom Scott to take. Looks at Ogungbo, looks to beat his man. Ends up forced back to Ogungbo. Was it Walcott who's got Sanderson, but instead he finds Wright-Phillips. Wright-Phillips immediately beats his man, rolls it into Broja. Poor effort, but Bentley concedes the corner. Here's Callum Hume, crosses, Sanders calming the header. Looked like he was going to get there. Approaching the final 15. Attacking for the wing backs. There we go. Forest 3-0 up at Charlton. Derby lead now against Brentford. Into the final 10 minutes. Throwing everything at it. Move those guys forward. Confirm the changes. Free kick. Bristol look to tie the game up. Walcott away, but only as far as Semenyo. Ogungbo gets it away. Sanders goes long. Pro here gets dealt with by Taylor. And we've gone all out for it now. 4 minutes of injury time left to play. Ogungbo to Sanders. Ogungbo to Walcott. Walcott finds Wright-Phillips, who finds Bove. Bove goes left, can't get turned away. Walcott wins the header but gives it to Abukal. And they've got Traore down the wing, deflects, and it's gone out for a corner. 3 minutes to go. Levitt crosses, punched away by Scott. Chance for Masengo, gives it to Levitt. Blocked on the cross. Masengo, come on Sanders, get a foot on it. He blocks it. Regelis goes swing, gives it away to Wright-Phillips. Broja beats his man. He's clear. He's got someone in the middle. He finds Sanders, wins the corner. Nothing comes from that, and time looks like it's going to run out. Ogungbo to Hume, goes long. Nothing comes, and that was a 1-0 defeat at home. Could be 2-0. Is Bristol trying to make us pay? Hume. Wright-Phillips, got to make something of it. Can't, and it is full time. Seems a little harsh. I don't think we deserve to lose, but we did. So we have to pick ourselves up and move on. We're a bit disappointed, but just got some fees to pay. If we play Bove again, which is fine. Got the money now. Sunderland down in 21st. More importantly, we've played 11 games, which is a quarter of the season, give or take, and we've got 16 points. 54 is the magic number, and at the moment we're looking at 64. So that would be rather nice. That would put us in a situation of avoiding relegation with at least a few games to go. Yeah, it would be around mid-table. Yeah, everything would be about mid-table for us, which is fine. Absolutely thrilled with that. A fortnight until our next game. I think it must be more internationals coming up. So hopefully we can use that time wisely. Carvalho is player of the match for all the reserves. Stewart sets up 2 goals for Chesterfield. Ogungbo has signed his new deal, which is good news. He's happy with that. He goes off on international duty. Carvalho picks up a minor injury. And we've got a transfer request in. Altrincham want to loan Jeffrey. They're going to pay his wages. They're only semi-pro though, but accept that offer. Eastwood's eligible, but not good enough. English FA Cup pods on. We won't be of interest in that until the beginning of December, when the draw will be for the 3rd round. Castro finishes scouting Jacopo Deriva. Zanella. Looks like Deriva might have more potential. Let's compare them. Oops, not there. So I want to compare them with. Why can't I compare these 2 players? With. So he's a fullback, defender left-sided, and he's a midfielder. That's why. Stupid. Let's have a look, see what he would want to sign. Squad player. Not that much, to be fair. So let's go back to 12. Not getting a yearly wage rise. So what do you say to that? Okay with that, and then Deriva. So hang on, we acknowledge that. We then go to Deriva. Coach to sign. Okay, let's go regular starter. Three years. It's 28 grand to start. So you can have 10 there. You can have 30 there. Appearance fee, you can have £1 grand. You're not getting a yearly wage rise. Those are both. Let's call it 10 million. Let's call that. £7.5. And then let's call your signing on fee. Your salary 3.5. So definitely want 10. Give 15 grand there. 35 there, right. What had we offered? 3.5. 4. Again. Right, so you want 19.5 there. So 4.2. Done deal. And then Manvelian. French Armenian. Okay. That you can go to 10%. Bang bang. There we go. So previous offer 2. We'll do that. And Jolly, another hard-working midfielder. Oh, hang on a sec. We'll have to pay for him. See how we go through this week. Jeffrey's off to Altrincham. So far it's just a tweak. being sought after apparently. And the Lion is set to sign. And he gets a value of 350,000. That's quite cool. Rotherham, so next day away, game away from home. Zanella is signed and Deriva is signed. There we go. Zanella is a B. Send an intensive language course. Did we get that option for? And the Lion. So ask Sanders to welcome him. There we go. Ask Ogungbo to welcome him. There we go. And then Deriva for the language course. Ask Ogungbo to welcome him. There we go. He's a B minus. 650,000. Well, happy with those. So just some immediate reinforcement. Let's crack on. I've overran, but we'll get to where we need to be. We've got 2 games coming up in the next episode, so that'll be an overrun 2, no doubt. And we've got to do an interview for our new signings, attend the press conference. Delighted, pleased we've had the opportunity to acquire them. Make a big contribution. Hope so for Zanella. Left the club. Deriva's best position. Midfield centre. They play all over the shop. So Lion gets an injury, particularly prone. Ollie and Connie's way back. Press conference. Has it made my job difficult? Joe Ridley Beefy approach against. Can't pick them all. It's been good to have a break. Pleased with the work we've put in. Likely signed a contract. No comment about his favourite to go down. Jan can step in and do his thing. Oh, and Kapani is injured again, which will take us to the end of the week. As always, apologies for the overrun. We do have new ownership though. We do have some investment. We've got 3 new free signings, which seems rather strange when we can go and spend money. But actually we can bring free signings in now. And we've spent about maybe 150,000 on getting them in and getting the language courses done. And on paper they're worth about 1.7 million. So we're going to call that the end of an episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe. Bye bye.